Okay, and now we go off to the woods. Now we have two goals here, and if you remember earlier, we made a promise to get samples, and guess what? We have a demon hunter with us now, so this is totally okay. Oof! Look at that damage. The ivy woods are silent. Everything is still among the blackened trunks and of dead trees. As if the wildlife has also, heeded the warnings to stay away. Let's search for clues.
Okay.
Right, let's go ahead and look for some clues. I'm right with you, Metis. Victoria sighs. Do you two even know what you're searching for? A clue is not just going to prevent itself as some package with a glowing sign on top of it. Not to mention, as I already told you, there's nothing here. The place is as barren and empty as it was the last time we checked, Mime. We won't find any answers here. I guess you're right. I just really hope to come back. Coming back here would. Wait, did you hear that?
I can't believe this.
Mime, I swear I will. Shh, listen. Your group falls silent and listens carefully. After a while, you pick up on the faint sound too. It sounds like a person singing. I'm starting to get that feeling again. You know, like back when the shop was burning. Yeah, remember Mime can feel the presence of spirits. I think there might be something dark ahead. Nice place for singing practice. Let's investigate. That's unusual for sure. Let's go check it out. You step forward, but Victoria's arm stops you. The tall woman's eyes hard as she stares straight ahead. Don't be a fool. Stay behind me. Yeah, remember, good advice. We are the squishies here. She walks ahead, her hand already resting on the hilt of her sword. You walk among the black trees, every step taking you closer to the sound of singing. Stepping out into a small clearing, you find a large willow tree by a small lake. It is black and dead like the rest of the forest, but among its branches sits a small sparrow. The song is coming from the bird, but it is very much the voice of a human woman, singing enthusiastically. There are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. Below the tree, resting against the black trunk, sits a man, looking quite pleased with listening to the sparrow's performance. His eyes flicker to you only for a moment, and his smile widens.
It seems more have joined your audience, little one. Why don't you give us an encore?
The bird seems to be, perfectly understand the man, and puffs up its little chest proudly before throwing itself into another verse. Come, traveler, with your weary heart, into the dark of the lantern forest. There lies an inn with open doors, where the light is burning the brightest. Let the warmth heal your frozen bones, may the ale in our tallest glass pour. For the pain within your broken soul, we old travelers know just the cure. There is light to be found within, there are stories to be told, daring and bold, in the Merry Sparrow's Inn. Yeah, if you're actually expecting me to actually sing, don't count on it. I am a very bad singer. Like, I'm not one of those people that'll, like, break glass with how bad I am, but I'm very monotone. I am not interesting to listen to. The bird finishes its song and does a tiny bow, and the stranger claps, smiling brilliantly.
Bravo! Beautifully done. That was lovely.
That was lovely. Your friend is quite talented.
She is, isn't she?
Like, I'm a goddess. I've seen weirder stuff than the talking sparrow. I've experienced stuff weirder than the talking sparrow. The bird puffs his chest and looks awfully pleased.
Also a bit of a prima donna, but you know, comes with the territory.
It's an abomination, that's what it is.
Hey now!
Someone has cursed the bird with magic. Better put it out of its misery.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? It was just singing.
Now hold on there. There's no reason to act so rashly. The bird is not hurting anyone.
Its very existence is a breach of the law.
It's only illegal if you don't get caught.
Who's to say it doesn't carry other, more dangerous curses?
Perhaps, but if it doesn't, you'll just be killing an innocent creature. An innocent creature who just happens to be able to talk.
If someone got hurt due to our inaction, would you be able to live with that?
Here's the thing. I see Victoria's point. But at the same time, we don't have any proof that it's harmful. Like, it wasn't hurting anyone. It was just singing. And just look at us. We're not suffering any ill effects from hearing the song. Like, it might get stuck on our heads. Not likely when I'm the voice for it, but that's the most danger you got here.
You are overreacting.
Yep.
It's an enchanted bird, not some malignant spirit out to eat our souls. The world is not going to end if we let this one go.
This choice will impact your relationship with Victoria and the mysterious stranger. I really don't agree with Victoria on this. Like, again, we have no idea. We have no proof that this bird is harmful in any way, with or without intention. So I'm going with the stranger on this.
He's right, Victoria. We can't just kill the poor thing on a mere suspicion. Not all magic has to be evil. You.
Metis.
Ah, a voice of reason. How refreshing.
The bird flies off.
And there she goes. No doubt off to add your hero's deed to her song. Sparrows are the patrons of hero stories, after all. And they do have a soft spot for heroic deeds. And tragedy.
Yeah, this is some great world building in here. Like, we'll get more into it later. But this game storytelling does do a rather good job presenting how this world works, while still making you feel like you've lived in it.
Perhaps that is why she came to sing in this place.
That sounds like something out of the old religion.
Yeah, and this is like a cool little detail. Because we went to get her first, Anne is here. I've actually seen Z go through the scene, and he went here first, and because he did that, because he went to the mine second. Spoilers: this guy was there.
Such talk is heresy, you know.
Only if we get caught.
You're quite right. I shall ask forgiveness of the Paragons, if I ever meet one.
Like, when it comes to companions, he's kind of like my least favorite, but I still like this guy. He's really fun. Who are you?
I wonder.
Who are you?
You may call me Michael.
Yep.
As for who I am, I always find that's a question best answered over a glass of wine. No?
Perhaps later. Quite frankly, I don't drink. I just can't. I might take you up on that invitation sometime.
Oh, really?
I'd be delighted to have such interesting company. What are you doing out here?
Tell me about...
Interesting.
I was searching for the answers to a curiosity of mine. And did you find it? Did you find it? The answer then? I did. Well, what was it? That's a secret. Yeah, Z likened this guy to Xellos from Slayers, and like, I have to agree, this guy is totally like Xellos in so many ways. I'd be more afraid of losing my head if I were you. So scary. You're an odd one. You're an odd one, you know that?
Oh, really?
Lone traveler on the road near to the nearest tavern is not that rare, I would imagine. I'm actually a lot more curious about you.
A villager leading a mage, a demon hunter, and a spirit into a dead forest. Sounds like a legend about to be told.
Or the start of a really bad joke.
Or the start of a joke. Hard to tell.
Again, I only just remembered that those were his words there. You're right, we are kind of an odd bunch, and... Wait! You see me? Victoria's hand flies to her sword. Michael, however, only smiles lazily.
How curious.
Of course I see you. You are right here, are you not? But no one is supposed to see me, only...
What?
You're a mage? So perceptive. Gotta be careful around you. But yes, I happen to know a bit of magic, but I mostly am just a bit as a simple traveler, nothing fancy. We should know what that is by now. There's a suddenly rumbling of the earth, a deep growl cutting through the air. What in Elethros' name was that? Metis, I think this sounds like...
Blasted.
Something's coming. Stay behind me. The tall willow tree is shaking. The dark hole in the trunk retracting as if taking a deep breath. and a force of darkness bursts out towards your group. Victoria moves to parry, but the darkness blocks her way. Victoria! God damn it! She should have gone for a visceral. The shadow turns, and heads straight towards you.
I think not.
A hand reaches around you and pulls you back. His hands are glowing with a sinister purple light as he commands.
Return to your true form.
The force is frozen mid-air, suspended by a bright glow. It hangs still for a moment before, much like the demon in the shop, its form expands and bursts into the shape of another demon. Insolence! You dare try to stop me? I believe you are the one rudely interrupting a private moment. I suggest you get lost. The purple glow is crackling like fire, swirling in his hands before shooting out as a blast, striking the demon and sending it back reeling. You... Metis, you know what you have to do. Three for three. Oh. No! Just like the villain screaming no. The demon roars and is sucked into the locket. Then it grows silent, the glow of the artifact slowly fading. Victoria, are you okay? You slip out of Michael's grip to rush over to Victoria, who is picking herself up with a groan. Victoria, are you okay? I am fine. Should have done a visceral. Only a wound pride. Well, at least all that's wounded. That's all that's wounded. You're a Bloodborne character after all. But you! Victoria picks up her sword and points it at Michael. Who, me? Do not play dumb. I saw what you did there. You're a mage. Oh, he's just like Anne then.
No.
He is nothing like me. To think we'd see a chaotic mage here, of all places, that is one very suspicious coincidence.
Chaotic, really? You make it sound so... violent.
I see myself more as a naturalist magic user. But I should expect nothing less from a graduate of the Mage Academy.
Speak, mage. What are you doing here?
Enough.
It's no coincidence that a wild mage appeared just before a demon showed up. Enough with the sword already. The demon might have been attracted to my magic, but I didn't come here to be murdered by that thing. I came because of the forest. You did? What do you know of it? The sparrows are singing about a great evil destroying the meadow. I came to see it for myself. Check if this might be some new corrupted type of nature magic.
Really?
And what is it? Did you find out what caused this?
Interesting.
I have a couple of suspicions. The The fact that a powerful demon like that showed up certainly makes everything a lot more interesting. Chaotic magic?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by chaotic magic? What does that even mean? It is a term used to describe any magic that is not authorized by the Empire. Which means in this little gathering, I am actually the third individual who would fall under such category. Talking about throwing stones. Yeah, so there's an interesting insight. Chaotic doesn't necessarily mean evil. I'll get more into that some later. You know about you know a lot about nature magic?
Tell me about...
You know a lot about this type of magic?
Look,
You pick up a few things here and there, living on the road like I do. Why are you doing this?
Huh?
Wouldn't it be much safer for you to stay away? Of course, but what would be the fun in that? Yeah, totally Xellos. Maybe we can help each other?
So...
We're trying to figure out why these demons are showing up in town, among other things. You say they might be connected? Maybe we can help each other.
interesting.
That little trinket of yours certainly seems useful. However, I do enjoy my head as it is right now, and your friend and your demon hunter friend sharpening her blade. As if I'd let you off that easily. You saved me. He saved me, Victoria. If he is here for some nefarious reason, would he really have helped back there? You're not wrong. Yeah, it can all... there is always the chance that this is a farce. But here's the thing. If he had a chance to kill us, he would have done so already. Like, the reason you enact a farce is to trick people into creating such an opening. I guess we can give him a chance, but one wrong move and... I know, off with my head. So what do you say? You lend us a hand and we'll keep Victoria off your back. A curious proposition. You are quite the curious person, are you not? The stranger sits closer to you and looks you over, a calculating look in his eyes that makes you feel as if he's seeing right through you. He smiles. Perhaps you are not quite so ordinary. Oh my god, he knows! Okay, so I didn't romance Michael in my previous playthrough, but we're doing that this time. You're rather curious as well. You're not quite so ordinary yourself, despite what you've said. I'd love to learn more about you.
Oh, this'll be good.
Oh, I'm sure you and I will have a chance to get to know each other very well soon enough.
Very well. I will help you out. This looks like it might turn out to be quite amusing after all.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Isn't this great, Victoria?
I'm keeping a close eye on you, mate.
She is not amused.
I would be disappointed if you didn't.
Xellos 2.0.
Well, I, for one, and am happy to get new friends. Welcome to the team, Michael.
Thank you, Mime.
He does sound a bit taken aback by how friendly Mime is right off the bat.
Now let's go hunt down some demons, shall we?
You're hiding something, Mage.
I am a man of many secrets, dear Victoria. You'll have to be more specific.
The reason you're here. You claim you came here to investigate the forest, but that's ludicrous. Why would you willingly put yourself at risk like that? Just, what's in it for you?
It can't possibly be because I'm concerned and want to help.
Unlikely.
So cold. Just like you, I'm here to lend a hand, so we can avoid more incidents like the forest. And as things are now, I'd say you need all the help you can get.
Just know that I'm keeping an eye on you.
I know, and how I feel for those poor eyes. Between me and the alchemist, they must be rolling around your skull, trying to keep up.
Like, he's such a smart ass, I love it. And yeah, this is Michael's favorite favorite spot, the tavern. Who would have guessed? And you'll notice that there's still a story beat in the forest. I think this is like a little side quest thing because we agreed to help Quinn and with restoring the forest, with figuring out what happened to the forest. I mean, but before we do that. The air inside the tavern is warm and pleasant. The air inside the tavern is warm, and a pleasant scent of burning wood and savory foods washes over you as you step inside. Michael is lounging by the bar, wineglass in hand, his brightly covered robes making him stand out against the mostly wooden interior.
What can I do for you?
Why, hello there, Metis. Care to join me for a drink? Sure, but I don't drink. Like, I really don't, like, my taste, I think my taste buds are way too sensitive for alcohol. Like, it's just never appealed to me, and I know it's an acquired taste, but it's just too strong for me to desire acquiring the taste, you know? Yes, to the company, but a no to the drink. Perfect. Come on, have a seat then. You take a seat by Michael, who puts his glass down and to stare through you with his undivided attention.
Let's see.
So what brings you to seek me out like this? Got some curiosity you need sated? You're not much for keeping a low profile.
Tell me about...
For someone who's considered an outlaw, you're not that good at keeping a low profile, are you?
I find it's a balance you have to tread. Blend in too much, and people will think you are shifty. Be loud and colorful, and people will take notice. But if you're quiet and colorful...
Yeah, there is such a thing as hiding in plain sight.
Well, people will still notice, honestly, but there's no fun in dressing like a fugitive. If my handsome clothes are what end up getting me killed, that's a fair trade for being fashionable, is it not?
And people wonder why I do not understand fashion. Wild mage? So a wild mage, huh? Curious, are we? Don't worry, I'm not nearly as interesting as the story makes us wild ones out to be. I'm a mage, but I didn't study at the proper school, and I'm therefore considered a dangerous individual. Talk about throwing stones. I bet a bunch of those people calling you dangerous didn't go to school either. And quite a lot of them are pretty dangerous as well. But the truly dangerous ones, the ones who went to schools, big expensive ones made by the very magic they fear, studying their verses under the glow of mage lights, the irony never fails to amuse me. Why didn't you go to mage college?
I wonder.
Why is it that you never went to the academy? I thought the government had people scout out kids with the talent and bring them in. It wasn't like they didn't try. My past is not that interesting, to be honest, but it isn't exactly a cheery fairy tale either. One best not bring down the mood in such pleasant company. Maybe I'll share it with you some other time. I understand. That's understandable. Let's talk about something else then. Yeah, get to it when you're ready. Like, just because you're not saying anything doesn't mean you're being dishonest. I should get going.
See you around.
I should get back to this whole mission quest thing. Michael smiles and picks up the glass. Very well then. I'll be here if you have more questions.
How curious.
Michael, you're staring. Why are you staring?
Oh, my apologies. I was lost in thought. I've seen many spirits in my travels, but no one quite like you, Mime.
I don't think I've ever seen a traveler quite like you either. You're a lot more colorful.
I can imagine. Here's to defying expectations.
Try anything and you're dead meat. Let's get mine's opinion.
Hi.
What happened in the forest?
I have some questions.
You were acting pretty weird when we went and out to the forest. What was that all about? Me? Weird? No, no way! So you noticed, huh? I'm sorry I was acting weird. The forest is a special place for me. It was where Victoria found me, and there are a lot of things I'd like answers to, but it's not really all that important. I'll stay on track from now on, don't worry. Hey, it's never a bad thing to do some self-searching.
I wonder.
I would like to talk about our companions. Michael.
Tell me about...
What do you think about this Michael fellow? He's great fun to be around. He's always smiling and positive and doesn't seem to mind my spiritness at all. I feel like he's hiding something though, like I notice him sometimes staring off into space and he just looks so sad. I hope we can become friends and we can help him with whatever he's struggling with. Hopefully before Victoria murders him. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Let's go.
I'll be off then.
You should get back to work.
Let's go.
Right, back to work. Sealing demons, saving the world, all that stuff.
So, Anne, I take it you're from the Mage Academy.
That would be correct. And you are a wild mage, an unauthorized practitioner of magic.
Saying it like that makes it sound a lot more exciting than it is.
Don't you ever get tired? Being on the run, having to live your life in secret? It sounds exhausting.
What can I say? I just really don't like doing homework.
Word. I never really got into homework either.